Oh, welcome back. I am the Turtle Man. Sup? Well, I got good news and bad news. What do you want first? The good news or the bad news? The good news is I am fitting to go train some dogs. Got me a little surprise down by the barn, and yeah. Bad news is motor's hurt. I because I ain't got no cooling system, I ain't been able to run it that long. I did my first hot retort, lashed the valves. Went to do my second hot retort, couldn't lash the valves. Why, you ask? I've got an oiling problem, and it tore up some shit. Look at that goodness. Both of those are seized. They won't move, rock, tilt, come off, nothing. I did get that one off, but that's shit. That one's stuck right there. I've got some kind of passage clogged, and I don't know what, where, how, why. Anyway, the head's got to come off. The camshaft's got to come out of it. Oh, God. It's one of them. It's a love-hate relationship. I love this damn thing. I think it hates me. I got the oil pan off of it. I pulled a couple rods and mains. The bearings look absolutely perfect. I drained the oil out of it. Oil looks perfect. Cut the oil filter open. Oil filter looks perfect. For those of y'all that know, it's kind of hard to explain the oiling system on these, but on it's hard to explain. This side of the camshaft, it gets oil. The pressure from the camshaft goes this way and up. It oils around the head bolt holes. So the head gasket has an oblong cut. It'll have a small hole in it and then a big hole. The big hole is the head bolt, or in my case, the stud. So if you look, the oil pressure comes up around this. It runs through the bottom of the rocker shaft, or the pedestal. This is where the head bolt would go. It comes up, this little channel here goes up, and it pressurizes and comes out these oiling holes into the rockers. So, oil from here, this should have been full. And when I pull this out, there's no oil that has been in it, and the passage down there is dry. So there's something clogged in the block, and it's through one of the cam journals. And I only had two that did it. Number 2 and number 5. No oil. It didn't wreck the valves. It didn't bend push rods or nothing. But it did destroy some rockers. You can see how good and oily that one is. I pulled all of them off to look at them. That one's nice and oily, and that little freeze plug under that is full of oil. So I've got some rockers ordered. I'm searching for a head gasket. I'm pretty sure I can get an oil pan gasket. I'll have to have a front cover gasket. I shouldn't have to pull the crank out of it. I'm going to continue to pull rods and mains and look at all of them and make sure. I'm worried when I pull the camshaft out, one of the cam journals is going to be garbage. And I'm really hoping it hadn't hurt the block. God, hope it hadn't hurt the block. And it's weird because I had oil pressure on my gauge, which means everything was oiling except for the rockers. And it worries me the way the passages run, because they come off of 2 cam lobes, that it may have hurt the not the cam lobes, excuse me, the journals, that it may have hurt some of the cam journals. And for those of y'all that know Cummins, these do not have cam bearings throughout the block. It has one in the front, and that's it. The rest of the camshaft rides in the block. So if it ate the cam journal, more than likely it ate the block, and then I'm really going to have a damn problem, because I'll have to find another block, go through machining. Oh my God. I got so pissed off last night. I'm not a drinking person, so I went and got ice cream. Ha! Oh, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But, life goes on. It's just going to delay me even more. I'm supposed to talk to the guy tomorrow about the vacuum pump setup. I'm going to go ahead and get one of those coming, because I'm going to need it. So through all this, I think I'm going to need head gasket front cover gasket, front crank seal, a few other little things. It shouldn't cost me too much to hopefully get it back together if nothing's hurt. I hope nothing's hurt. But enough about this bullshit. I got 2 dogs I'm going to train, and I'm itching. I haven't been able to run the dogs all week. Feels real good tonight. I'm going to get the dogs out and run them. See if I can get a little training done. Been working with the dogs pretty hard. And Mr. Kennedy, if you're still watching the channel, I need to get with you. I want to come hunt up your way. I don't know what it's like this time of year, but man, I got coons everywhere. And speaking of that, I'm fitting to run to a guy I work with's house. Sent me a picture last night of a baby coon hanging out on his window screen, and his German Shepherd very unhappy about it. So I got me a couple coon traps and some honey buns, and we're gonna go catch these little dudes because they don't need to be hanging out on his house, disturbing his dog and his wife. They need to be in my backyard, eating dog food and corn and stuff I put out, and multiplying so that I can train dogs. I got a few little training tricks up my sleeve. I've talked to a few people. We're gonna get this done. Cooper's gonna be a mean one this year. If everything goes as planned, I'm gonna try what I've got going. So I've got my pedestals are still good. These shafts are replaceable. I've got a full set of rocker shafts coming, and I've got a used set of rocker arms coming because these are shit. I'll have to reuse my adjusters, no problem. As long as the wear pads are okay on them, these are replaceable too. But I should be able to press this out, press a new one in. And as far as I know, I only destroyed 2 of them, only on those 2 cylinders. I did pull the rockers off a different cylinder. That one's pretty fucked up. This one's it's pretty fucked up. This one's fucked up, but it wasn't seized, which is weird. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So, I got some rockers coming. Yeah, it's bullshit. Anyway, she will live to smoke and drink another day. I guarantee it. Anyway, boys, for now, I'll go run dogs, set coon traps, ride some back roads, maybe do a little spotlighting. On coons, of course, no deer, because that's illegal. And as long as I ain't got a gun, I'm good. Alright, boys, we'll catch y'all. Deuces.